What's going on, guys? Scott, aka Silent Reaper, bringing you a brand new video today. It's a tips and tricks video on PUBG for the Xbox One. And the name of the video today is Beginning Tactics to Get You Started. This video is appropriate if you're sort of new to PUBG, or you've been playing it for a little bit of while and struggling like the rest of us. You know, you're just kind of getting yourself wiped out all the time and not getting a lot of kills, having a hard time maybe making it to the end game, or maybe you are making it to the end, the last 10 people, but you just can't seem to pick up that win. What I kind of want to do today is just sort of walk through a mental strategy that I use when I go in. I've got a couple of wins under my belt, and let me just show you kind of some of the thought processes that I use when I go into a game. So, very first and foremost, you want to be looking at, where you're going to land, and a lot of that depends on, your personal strengths, your play style. I'm not telling you should land at school. I'm not saying you should land at prison. I'm not saying you should land out in the countryside. But, if you're struggling with some of the early kills, like I do, I'm not great at gun battles. I'm going to pick somewhere where I'm not going to just get slaughtered right off the rip. So I also want to position myself. I don't like playing the running simulator, so I like to position myself somewhere in the middle of the map. So for me, what works is a nice little town out here, just outside farm. Once I pick up some loot, I've got a lot of different places I can run to, and I'll just kind of take you through where we go from there. The very first thing you want to do is get on the ground as fast as possible, which we're about to do now. I'm going to aim towards my target. I got to coast a little bit here. Once I get about 2 blocks outside of it, right about now, I'm going to start that fast descent. And what my first priority is to get a gun. Just loot like mad until you get a gun, and there's going to be people, no matter where you jump, there's going to be people around you. So what I suggest is that you would, loot like crazy and aggressively pursue the people near you, and clear out a little space for yourself. And that's when we'll get into the next step after that. So let's see what we got here. There's probably a couple people with me. We're going to want to try and get a nice landing. Oh, that'll work. Just jump right down to the entrance. So we're not looking for all kinds of gear now. I'm just looking for a gun, something I can take out the locals with. You don't want to leave guns on the first floor for people who would just come in and grab them. Okay, so this might be a little bit of a challenge. There's normally a good gun up here. Alright, just because I'm passing it, I'm going to grab the backpack. Really? Come on. There's going to be some. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. We're going to grab the scar here. And guys, if I get killed right off the rip here, I'm going to just jump into another game and pick up where we left off. So, I can't win every one. I make mistakes. Plenty of mistakes. Make sure we're in auto mode. Alright, I heard some glass breaking. So, I want to get rid of this guy fast. There he is. Alright, so we know where he is. We're going to wait for him to come out. Yeah, he knows I'm here too. Okay, well, he took me out. So let's just hop into another game. Alright, so I kind of rushed into that one. I didn't really rush into it. I rushed into the kill. I pretty much stood out in the open there. A little bit hard to talk and shoot at the same time. I have enough trouble just trying to shoot, so I'm going to blame it on that. Let's go ahead and just hop right into another area and see if we can't do a little better this time. Use some time to kind of scan around using the RB button, and I got someone back there, maybe one guy out there. Yeah, there's some people near us for sure. Alright, I could have just screwed myself there. I wasn't paying attention. I should have dove a little bit sooner. I mean, seconds honestly count when you're trying to get that first gun. So here we are again, dropped into this little town, middle of the map. Let's see if we can't do better. I like to go for the largest structure right off the bat, one of the largest. There's no sense in looting a small house while someone else is grabbing guns around you. Try and close the doors when I can, just in case you didn't see where I went. Alright, we got a pistol. I'm not necessarily going to go after somebody with just a pistol. Please be an ump, yes. Alright, this is about my best bet. Sure, we're in auto mode. I'm not going to talk as much this time. Just going to focus. And that's what I'm talking about. Get rid of the guys around you in a hurry. Clear out a nice little area for yourself to loot. You know, I don't have to go loot that guy right away. It'd be kind of dangerous to do so. His body's right in the middle. If there was other people in these houses, they most likely heard and even saw the gunfire, so they're probably just waiting for me to pop out of these bushes. And they're going to open fire on me. So I'm going to just continue looting now. If we hear anybody else, we'll go after them. Always make sure your gear's loaded. Make sure it's either got a single or an auto. This is an S1 12K, so only one mode on it. I could just be running up here, but you know, I'm not sure if somebody didn't jump in here with me, so I'm still trying to be a little cautious. What do we got? I like to press start sometimes to pick up the ammo. It just makes it a little bit smoother, because nobody wants to grab that shirt on the ground for sure. It's just really super annoying when it happens. Quick draw magno, don't really want that. See, I'm trying to be a little bit picky and choosy, a little bit choosy as well on the gear. Wow, that airplane's loud. You don't want to pick up everything. I don't have a backpack yet. The last thing you want to do is fill up your inventory with stuff that you really don't need. And then when you come across a med kit, you can't pick it up, and you're all, you know, wasting time trying to drop ammo and drop things. So, alright, there's a backpack. We'll take that. Now I can be a little bit more. Ooh, flash hider is always a good thing to have. Alright, you notice we're in the red zone there. Now, I typically would not go outdoors during the red zone, but we are only going a couple houses over, so I'm just going to make it quick. Okay. First aid kit's good. We'll take the 12 gauge. We don't need the shotgun. You know, as far as 9mm goes, it's always a good idea to pick it up, in my opinion. About 3 or 4 guns that you need. I'm not going to pick up the Uzi though. I got the UMP 9. Actually, the UMP 9 uses the 9mm, so I do want as much of it as I can. We got 165 rounds. It's pretty good. Alright, so once you reach this phase in the game, you've kind of cleared out the area. We don't hear anybody else around us. It's a good idea to kind of look at, that's what I was doing a second ago there. I was just sort of looking at my gear and evaluating what I have, what I need as I continue looting. That way I don't have to make the decisions when they come up. I already know. So I'm looking for 9mm, of course. I'm looking for a better gun. I don't want to just be stuck with the S112. I'm looking for an M16 ideally. Definitely need some med kits, some more bandages, and I'm not holding any vests or a good helmet at this time either. So, you know, anything that comes up like that, that's what we want to do. Is grab that. I think there's one more house over here. This might be the first one we went in. Kind of nice if you can go through here with an order as well. Alright, now this door's open. I'm assuming I was here, but I'm not really sure. So we are going to proceed with caution. Well, I think I'm going to go with the ump. This is where it could happen. I guess I was here, or maybe he was here, the guy that I killed. Alright, at this point we've looted everything in the local area. We've evaluated our gear. Now it's a good time to start looking at where the circle is, and here we are. We found ourselves pretty much right, almost smack in the middle of it. So I've got a couple of choices, and you know, I need some more gear. I don't think I'm really ready to go up into Pubg yet. There's going to be a lot of guys running in and out of there. They're going to be heavily geared up. The ones that, you know, the ones that have survived are going to be heavily geared up. So I'm not heavily geared up. I don't want to have an encounter with them. I'm probably going to make my way to one of these smaller towns on the outskirts, and I'm also looking. There's a lot of good tree cover in this area. You know, I could just as easily go down here, go over here, but you know, those are pretty barren areas, and I'm likely to get picked off. So, you know, here's going to be my decision, and we're just going to be very cautious as we proceed, knowing that we do not have a long-range weapon. As you're looking at the circle, you want to start forming a plan in your mind of where you think the flow of that's going to go. And you know, you can really only do that by playing a lot of games and kind of watching how the circle proceeds. Right now, there's no indication at all. I just know the blue circle's coming in. So I don't want to go too far away from the middle of the map. I'm already here. I sort of stopped here, guys, because there's this Jeep just parked on the side of the road, and trying to figure out if somebody's watching it, if it's mine to keep. You know, if nobody's watching it, I'm going to take this thing. Alright, we've got a guy up there right at about 285. He's running across the hill. Now, I think a wrong move would be to go up and engage this guy. You know, I'd have to run clear out into the open just to get to him. He could be the one watching it. Let's hope he didn't see me already. He did not come out. That guy's just sitting behind that tree, isn't he? Alright, what I'm going to try and do here is get the heck away, honestly. Yeah, if this guy has a scope or something, he's going to see me for sure, but if he doesn't... Now, I'm not always telling you to run away from a fight, but you have to pick and choose your battles. I don't know where this guy went. I feel like he's watching that Jeep. I'm not going for it. Otherwise, I would totally go for it. And I was going to say, you know, it's a great idea. Once you've got some initial loot and you've sort of decided a game plan, get in a vehicle and really just try and stay near the center of the circle. Stay near the outskirts of it if you think you can handle a fight with people running, you know, from the blue into it. But by all means, you really, you know, if you're trying to get that first win, you really shouldn't be just running into danger unless you need it. You know, you don't. If you're chasing kills is one thing, battle practice, that's one thing. But you know, if you're trying to win the game, you don't need to be engaging in all kinds of unnecessary battles. All right, we're going to take off here. Try and break the line of sight a little bit with this rock, just in case he's watching. Alright. So we'll kind of stay over here. It's doubtful he'd be able to hit me unless he's carrying a Car 98 or, you know, SKS or something of that matter. Now, I did not follow my plan, only because we got interrupted, so I had to be flexible. And now we're going to head to this little town here. I already noticed the door's open. It's likely been looted. So I've got to proceed with caution. While we're here, let's see if the circle's come in yet. Alright, so it did come in one notch, and we're still, I mean, we are dead center in the circle, so my guess is it's going to end up, you know, somewhere up on the outskirts of Pubg. The final circle rarely ends up inside of a city. It normally is in an open area. So you got to keep that in mind. that doesn't change my decision to go check this little place out, see if someone's hiding. Maybe we can get one more kill and get a little bit more additional loot. Still checking to see if that guy's creeping, and I didn't see him. It's all about awareness, right? Awareness of everything. The sounds, or the circles closing in. You know, some of the main cities where people could be coming and going from, the main arteries. I haven't heard anybody. We're going to go ahead in. I'm going to go check this out. Alright, is he going to park? Let's see. Yeah, he's trying to be all sneaky, isn't he? So let's get down here. It's very likely this guy's coming this way. Try and get as good of a vantage point as I can. There he is. Okay, talking about awareness. We're going to be rushed into a fight here. I did not want to get in right here. 2 threats. One's over behind my left, the guy who got out of the Jeep, and then this guy. Oh man! I totally had him. Alright, let's see if we can hop back into one more game, and I'll take you from, you know, mid-game to the end if we can. That guy don't have no loot. He just landed. So, plan is we're going to get in this bike. We're going to hit those houses. Alright. Somebody could be watching it, of course. I've never seen a bike parked here. Please don't be. Please don't be. It's my bike. My bike. You going the right way? Alright. Follow the compass. Whoa! And don't hit trees on the way. Love the bike. Wish I had the single occupant version. Single rider version. There's no guarantee I'm going to win this game. You know, I could sit down and play 20 games and never make the top 5, but we're going to try our best. We've got a good game plan. We've got a vehicle. We're moderately geared up. Probably going to go ahead and dump the bike somewhere. Maybe that tree line over there. Not really a tree line though, is it? Ideally you want to get out somewhere with a little bit of cover. Of course, now I'm drawing all kinds of attention to myself. There's another vehicle nearby. You know what, we're going to try and get over to these trees here. Alright, we're going to do it up here. There's a lot of different areas of ground cover. If somebody starts shooting, I can use the terrain to sort of get away from the bullets. Oh my lord, I did not expect that. Okay, I can't help myself, we're going down. So this tunnel is just above, it's 2 blocks above the E in shelter. You might want to make a note of that. I certainly will. I mean, you could literally wait out endgame here. If you're so lucky. Someone's in here looking at crap. Was! Ah! That was just pure luck. You don't want to get lost in this tunnel either. I've done it. What you got, buddy? Take your smoke grenade off your hands. And you don't... 2x, I got a 2x. I'll just take it. I'm not sure. Level 2 backpack. Alright, anyways. So we know our bike's parked right outside. We have to start making our way into that circle now. We're definitely nearing the last third of the game. That's pretty cool. Someone's right above us and you can hear him. That's neat. Alright, now the idea is just to make our way up towards that circle. Probably going to head up to the north side where there's not a lot of people. Hopefully. That way I can be forward looking. Why am I going the wrong way? I don't know why I'm going the wrong way. Because I'm talking. Alright, so the idea here is just to get to the very north of that circle. There's not a lot of towns. This is where I just was. Okay. This is incredibly difficult to talk, steer, look at the map, and watch for gunfire at the same time. I feel like nobody was up there. That's my point. And I want my back to where nobody was. I want to watch everybody coming into the circle for the end game. That's the strategy. I don't know what else I could really say at this point, other than wish me luck again. There's a dude right there. Can I get him? Shit, this is risky. Don't hit me, don't hit me. Oh, man. Almost had him. Don't hit me, don't hit me. Go, 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 go. Oh, man. Oh, I was so close, but I wasn't going to turn around. Holy cow. He got me a couple times. So there's probably a dude in there. I noticed the bike. Good mental note. Right in the middle of that circle, south end of that field is where he last was. So we're making a mental note of that. That wouldn't be a bad house to kind of hunker down in. Maybe we have to go clear it out. We'll see. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. Right? Stuff. Images. Just really hoping that would have a door. Alright. So we gotta evaluate. There's 29 left. People could have snipers. Alright, I got my med kit ready in the queue there. I tapped down once on the D-pad to do that, if you're not familiar. The blue circle's coming in. We're about to find out where it's gonna go. I'm right dead smack in the middle. Try not to make a ton of noise. I don't know who's around. Got a 4x scope, that's a nice thing to have. God, these windows are ginormous in this house. Alright, we're in a good spot here. Really, really good spot. I'm not going to move. So most of the guys are going to be coming out of here, just off to the west. So that's where we want to focus most of our attention. Somebody definitely could flank, though. There's a dude right there. Could go for the kill. But is it necessary? Is it necessary to draw the attention to this house right now? I don't think it is. I could have had him. It's tempting, though. We're just going to keep our eye on him. You know, there's not a good chance I could kill this guy from here. Oh, man. Well, alright. That's it. That's the idea anyways. That's how I go in. You know, if I had any tips for people that are new at PUBG, you know, just to kind of reiterate, go, you know, pick a nice spot on the map that's not right in the middle of a city. Get down in a hurry. Get your guns as fast as you can. Clear it out really quickly. gear up, start to reevaluate what to do next, looking at the circles, looking at your gear, looking at, definitely your own abilities. A lot of this revolves, and that's the other thing that I was going to say too. A lot of this revolves around your own abilities and what you like to do in your play style. So if you like this video, please hit subscribe, hit like, leave comments, good or bad, and we'll see you next time.